A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant shift in U.S. foreign policy, President Donald Trump has raised the possibility of imposing large-scale sanctions on Russia. This announcement comes just days after the Trump administration paused military aid and intelligence support to Ukraine, stirring concerns about the ongoing conflict and the U.S. commitment to its ally. Trump's rhetoric has increasingly aligned with narratives that echo Russian justifications for the ongoing war, raising eyebrows among international observers. Based on the fact that Russia is absolutely pounding Ukraine on the battlefield right now, I am strongly considering large-scale banking sanctions, and tariffs on Russia until a ceasefire and final settlement agreement on peace is reached, Trump stated on his social media platform. This statement follows reports that the White House was contemplating sanctions relief for Russia as part of a broader diplomatic effort to end hostilities and improve relations with Moscow. The pause in military and intelligence support has been confirmed by the CIA, which noted that this halt could significantly impact Ukraine's ability to defend itself against Russian aggression. The U.S. military's European Command has also stated that shipments of arms previously approved by the Biden administration have been paused, marking a stark departure from the previous administration's support for Ukraine. Trump's special envoy to Russia and Ukraine, Keith Kellogg, defended the intelligence cutoff, suggesting it was a necessary measure to prompt Kyiv to engage in peace negotiations. He likened the action to hitting a mule with a 2x4 across their noses to get their attention, emphasizing that it was a temporary pause rather than a permanent cessation of support. However, the severity of this action has raised alarms among Ukrainian officials, who fear that it could embolden Russia to continue its military operations. Trump has made it clear that any negotiations for a ceasefire would require Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to grant the U.S. access to a significant portion of Ukraine's mineral resources. This demand has been met with skepticism from Zelensky, who is wary of signing agreements without firm security guarantees from the U.S. and its allies. Ukrainian officials have expressed concerns that any ceasefire without such guarantees would merely provide Russia with an opportunity to regroup and rearm. Ivana Klimpush-Tsintsadze, Ukraine's former deputy prime minister for European and Euro-Atlantic integration, emphasized the need for a peace settlement that includes security provisions from Western partners. She warned that the history of Russian aggression suggests that any pause in hostilities could be used by Moscow to prepare for further attacks. The situation on the ground remains dire, with reports of intensified Russian bombardments across Ukraine, including a recent missile attack on the eastern city of Kryvyi Rih, which resulted in casualties among aid workers. As the conflict continues, the lack of trust between Ukraine and Russia complicates the possibility of a peaceful resolution. The Kremlin has consistently denied any aggressive intentions, even as it has engaged in military actions that have resulted in significant loss of life and displacement. The ongoing war has not only devastated Ukraine but has also raised questions about the effectiveness of international diplomacy in addressing the crisis. Trump's approach, which has included unilateral negotiations with Russia and a lack of clear demands for concessions, has sparked fears in Kyiv and among European allies about the U.S. commitment to NATO and the security of Ukraine. As the situation evolves, the international community watches closely, hoping for a resolution that ensures lasting peace and stability in the region. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.